Okay, good morning, everyone. Can everyone hear me clearly? Please let me
Good
know
morning.
if there are any audio issue.
Good morning, Miss. I can hear you clearly.
Okay, so now you can see my screen. See my screen. Okay. Already class. Before we going into the new material, let me ask a quick question. Have you ever heard the term linear equation before? What do you think it's mean? Putra, what are you too?
I think a linear equation is an equation that has a straight line when we draw it on a graph like like y equal x plus b.
That excellent, Putra. That's a great starting point. A linear equation indeed produce a straight line on the coordinate plane. What about you, Sylvie? Would you like to add something?
I agree with Putra. I'd also add that a linear equation only has variable with degree 1, no x squared or anything like that.
Perfect. Both of you are correct. Now, Susie, would we have a system of two linear equations? Two equations at
I,
the same times? How do you think we would find the answer?
I am not really sure, Miss. Maybe we have to find X and Y that's make both equation true at the same time, but I am not sure how to do that.
And that's exactly right. Susie would find the value of x and y that satisfy both equation simultaneously, and that is exactly what we are going to learn today. For the different method to solve SPLDFE, let's look the definition now. SPLDFE stands for System Persamaan Linear Dua Variable, which in English means System of Linear Equation in Two Variables. It consists of two or more linear equations that share the same two variables, usually x and y. The solution is the order pair xy that satisfies all equation in the system of the same. The everyone clear so far?
Yes, Miss. I understand.
Clear, Miss?
I understand the definition, Miss, about have a small question. Does SPLDP always have a causality to equation?
Okay, great question, Sophie. Sorry, good question, Susie. At the grade 8 level, we focus on system with the exactly two equation. However, in the higher mathematics, you can have system with more equation. For now, we work with two understood. Understood, Susie? Okay.
Yes, Miss. And you understand now. Thank you.
Okay, now let's look at the general form of SPLDFE. The standard form is A1x plus B1y equals C1. And for A2x plus b2y equals c2. Okay, where xy is variable, and then a1 and a2, b1 and b2 is the coefficient. a1 and a2 is coefficient of x, b1 and b2 is coefficient of y. C1 and C2 is constant, and condition A1, A2, B1, B2 not equals for 0. Okay, because if they are, the equation would not have two variable anymore. Does anyone want to give an example?
I can try, Miss. For example, 2x plus 3y equals 10, and for x plus y equal 8. Is that a correct as well, Debbie?
Excellent example, Putra. Yes, that is a valid SPLDV, but equation have two variable x and y, each with degree 1 and more of the coefficient are 0. Well done.
Miss, I want to ask something. What if we have x squared plus y equals 5? Is that also SPLDV?
Good thinking, Sylvie. The answer is no, because x squared has degree 2, not degree 1, as the LDFV requires all variables to be linear, meaning degree 1 only. So, x squared plus y equal 5 is a quadratic equation, not a linear one. Good question.
Miss, I want to degree a little bit doubts that because x is still there not elimination, it could still be linear.
I appreciate you sharing that, Susie. And I love that you are thinking critically. However, in mathematics, linear specifically refers to the degree of or powers of the variable. The variable x in x squared is raised to the power of 2, which makes it nonlinear by definition, regardless of whether the variable itself is present. The degree of the terms determine linearity, not the presence of the variable variable alone. Don't that clarifying thing?
Oh, I see. I understand now. Sorry for the misunderstanding, Miss.
And no need to apology. That was a wonderful question that helped everyone understand better. Now let's move to some example problems. Okay, we can move to another slide. Here, sorry. Okay, here are two example problem. We will work with variable 1. The sum of the two number is 12, and their difference is 4. Find the two number problem. The two number problem 2 is a solve pens and pencil. Putra by two pens and two pencil for 13,000 rupiah. Susie buy 2 pens and 5 pencil for 16,000 rupiah. What is the price of each item before we solve them? Can you first write the equation for problem 1? Sylvie, can you try?
Let me try, Miss. Let x be the first number and y be the second number, since their sum is 12. we have x plus y equals 12. And since the difference is 4, we have x minus y equals 4. So the SPLDV is x plus y equals 12 and x minus y equals 4.
Perfect, Sylvie. That's exactly right. Now, Putra, can you form the equation for problem 2?
Sure, let X be the price of a pen and Y be the price of a pencil. Since I buy three pens and two pencil for 30,000 rupiah, that's give 3x plus 2y equal 30,000. And since Susie buy two pens and five pencil for 16,000. That give 2x plus 5y equals 16,000.
Okay, let's see the another slide. Okay. Okay, guys, both of you, Putra and Sylvie, correctly identified the equation. Now, let's learn to solve them using 4 different methods. Let's start with the elimination method. Okay, now I'm going to explain all the methods while explaining each method. I want to take notes in your own notebook. Write down the step and the example solution. After I finish explaining, you will work in pair or individually on a practice problem. Do you all understand the instruction?
Miss, I have a question about the instruction. So we are the step for all four method are just one.
Good clarifying equations to see. Please write not for all 4 methods. We will go to each one. At the end, we will practice using the method of your choice. Is that clear?
Yes, Miss. Thank you for clarifying.
Okay.
Miss, do we need to also write the example solution or just the step?
Both Putra, write the step and the example solution. That way you will have a complete reference for your practice. Ready to begin?
Ready, Miss?
Okay, great. Let's go through each method one by one. Method 1 is elimination method. In elimination method, we remove or eliminate one variable for the system. The key idea is if we make the coefficient of one variable are the same in both equations, we can add or subtract the equation to remove the variable. We are the step. Look, the step 1 is align both equations with the same variable on the left side. Step 2 is make the coefficient of the variable equals by multiplying each equation by suitable number. 3, add and subtract the equation to eliminate the variable. 4 is solve the remaining variable. And 5, sorry, in your screen, I make sorry trouble. You in the step 5, you should do it again for find the other variable. Okay. For example, I have problem 1 is x plus y equals 12 and x minus y is 4. Notice the coefficient of y are already 1 and minus 1. If we add the equation x plus y plus x minus y equals 12 plus y, we get to x equals 16. So x is 8. And then we do again for element x. So we can have 2y equals 8. Y is 4. Okay. Now method 2 is substitution. Wait a minute. I can move to another slide. Okay. Now method substitution. In the method substitution method, we express one variable in terms of the others. The substitute from equation 1 is x plus y equals 12. We can isolate x equals 12 minus y. Then we substitute this into equation 2. 12 minus y times minus y equals 4, which gives to 12 minus 2y equals 4. So 2y equals 8 and y equals 4. Then x equals 12 minus 4 equals 8. Same answer, the solution is still 8 and 4. Sylvie, does this method make sense to you?
Yes, Miss. I think I actually prefer substitution because I find it easier to follow the step. But in your opinion, which method is faster?
Great question, Sylvie. They depend on the problem. If the coefficient can be made equals easily, elimination is often faster if one variable can be insulated easily. Substitution is quicker than why the combined method, which we'll see next, is often considered the most practical. Putra, do you have a preference?
Honestly, Miss, I think elimination is cleaner because you just add or subtract the question, but I agree that it dependent on the problem.
Miss, I want to disagree a little. I think substitution is simpler because we only need to deal with one equation at a time. Can you show us which one is better for problem 2?
I love this discussion. Everyone has a valid point. Let me now show you the combined method, which uses both elimination and substitution together for problem 2. Watch carefully. So, in the next slide, okay. The combined method is what most Indonesian students learn first. We eliminate one variable using multiplication and addition. The substitute back for problem 2, 3x plus y. 3x plus y equals 13,000 and 2x plus 5y equals 16,000. To eliminate y, we multiplying equation 1 by 5 and equation 2 by 2. that gives us 15x plus 10y equals 65,000 minus 4x plus 10y equals 32,000. Subtracting 11x equals 33,000. So x is 3,000. Then substitute into equation 1. 3 times 3,000 plus 2y is 13,000. So 9,000 plus 2y is 13. 3. So, 13,000. So 2y equals 4. So y is 2,000. The price of pen is 3,000 rupiah, and the price of a pencil is 2,000 rupiah. Are you understand, guys? Yes, Sophie? You want to access?
Oh, I see. So we can choose which variable to eliminate based on which is easier to work with, right?
Exactly, Sophie. We always try to eliminate the variable that requires the simplest multiplication. Now, let's quickly look at the graphical method before practice time. The graphical method means we draw both equations as lines on a coordinate plane and find where they intersect. For x plus y equals 12, we can rewrite it as y equals minus x plus 12. For x minus y, for x minus y equals 4, we get y equals x minus 4. These two lines will intersect at the point 8 and 4, which is exactly our answer. The advantage of this method is that it gives us a visual understanding of the solution. However, it can be less accurate for non-integer solution and equation about the graphical method.
Miss, what if the two lines don't intersect? What does that means?
Other excellent question. So see, if the two lines are parallel, they don't intersect. It means the system has no solution. The equation are inconsistent. If the two lines are identical, one on two of the other, the system has infinitely many solutions. But for most problem at the grade A, we will have exactly one intersection point and one unique solution.
Oh, Miss, I want to share my opinion. I think the graphic method is the most interesting to look at, but it's the hardness to do accurate by hand. I prefer the combined method for accurate.
I agree with you, Putra. The graphical method is great for understanding, but for accuracy, especially with non-integer answer, algebraic method are better. Now, if your turn, practice time. Okay, the practice problem is Sylvie is 3 years older than Putra. The sum of their age is 25 years. Find both of their age using any method you choose. Please work on this now. I will give you 5 minutes. Do you understand, guys? I think you understand. Okay, so I give you 5 minutes. Okay, time's up. Who would like to share their answer first? Putra, Susie, or Sophie? Can you go?
Okay, Miss. I let X be Putra X and Y be Sylvie X since Sylvie is 3 years older. Y equal X plus 3 and their sum is 25. So X plus Y equal 25. Using substitution, I put Y equal X plus 3 into the second equation, X plus 3 equal 25. So 2X plus 3 equal 25. So 2X equal 22 and X equal 11. Then Y equal 11 plus 3 equal 14. So Putra is 11 year old and Sylvie is 14 year old.
Excellent works, Putra. Perfectly done. Putra, did you get the same answer?
Yes, miss. I use the combine method. I work the question as y minus x equal 3 and x plus y equal 25. Adding both equation eliminated x difference to y equal 28. So y equals 14. Then x equal 11. Some answer.
I also got the sums answer, Miss, but I noticed something. If I had set up X as Sylvie age instead of Putra, I would have gotten a different equation setup. But the final answer would still be correct, right?
Absolutely correct, Sophie. The variables name are just labels. What matters is that you define them clearly at the start and stay consistent. Different setup can lead to the same correct answer. Exactly critical thinking. Okay, guys. Already, class, we are coming to the end of our sessions today. These summaries, what we have learned. First, SPLDP is a system of two linear equation with two variables x and y. The general for is a1 x plus b1 y equals c1 and a2x plus b2y equals c2. We learned 4 methods to solve SPLDFE. eliminations, substitutions, combination, and variety. Okay. We use okay. Now for quick reflection, look back on today's lesson. What part did you find most helpful? Let's start with you, Putra.
Sorry, Miss. I found the combined method most helpful, Miss. I think it the most efficient for solving exploitative problem. I also appreciated that you saw as multi-table method so we can choose what work best for each problem.
Okay, thank you all for your wonderful reflections. I'm very impressed by your engagement today, the questions, you asked, the opinion you share, and the way you work to the practice problem together. This is exactly what good mathematic thinking look like. For your homework, please practice solve at least two SPLDT problems, one using elimination and one using the combination method. Try to also sketch a root graph for one of them. We will review next week. Before we close, I will to say every question you asked today, we even the one that challenged my explanations made our learning rise. Keep the curiosity. Mathematics is not just about getting the right answer. It is about understanding why and why the answer is right. I'm very proud of all of you today. Okay, the conclusion, our session for today. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and I will see you in the next class. Goodbye.
Thank you, Miss.
Miss.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.